Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Starbow Ladder Cup #1. This is the semifinals of the overall tournament, but the finals of the top half of the brackets. The winner of this goes on to the grand finals, and we'll see who can wrap it up. But for now, spawning in the top left corner, having just evened up the series, it was a tremendous game, is going to be the Red Zerg player, TEHREDBANDIT. And his opponent to the lower right, the blue Terran player, NasD, who plays pretty nasty, if you know what I'm saying. Last game, I really feel like game 1 was so heavily in his favor, and he played into the weakness of TEHREDBANDIT of knowing exactly how TEHREDBANDIT plays. But game number 2 here, he's not going to be afforded the same opportunity, or game number 3 here, I don't know if he'll be afforded the same opportunity, especially because TEHREDBANDIT is going for a 10 pool by the looks of it. With gas, now, unfortunately with Starbow, a 10 pool is not the same 10 pool that you see in regular StarCraft. In regular StarCraft, a 10 pool is like, great, your economy is screwed. But it's not too different in that effect because he's not building the Overlord. He's not producing more drones behind this. In fact, if he doesn't start the Overlord soon, he's not even going to be able to make lings. There we go. So I guess after seeing how early and how effective those speedlings were last game, he's going to be going up against NasD again with sort of that same mentality of tactics. Sneaking past this barracks, he knows there's no wall off yet, but it's so easy for a Terran player to just slap down the supply depot and all of your speedlings become useless. Until you get the adrenal glands, Zerglings are not the most effective things in the universe. Now NasD may end up playing a little bit greedy. He did play greedy last game to an extent where he didn't have that full wall off, and that really did cost him a lot of early aggression. But 3 lings going to be made here in just a second, I imagine. No? Wait, what? I guess TEHREDBANDIT changing his idea, his plans, saying, alright, you've got that wall off. There's no way I'm getting up that choke. Not worth the investment. Okay, so this is where I'm just kind of contemplating how I feel about this. I mean, he's got the metabolic boost coming out fast. That was the goal of this beyond anything else. He didn't make a lot of lings early on, but instead went for the expansion, which is totally acceptable, totally fine. You know what? This music, let's skip past this song. It's too Italian. There we go. Anyways, the point of this game, what I was talking about though, is he didn't invest in a lot of lings for an all-in, which ends up working better for him because he'll be able to play more economic behind this. But he's not actually stopping ling production. He's actually just going to keep going for more lings. So no drones for a little bit. Here he's just going to bank them up at his main and try and catch his opponent off guard. Now with the Reaper coming across the map, this is going to be a free kill for him, honestly. Lings with speed are going to have no problem jumping on top of this guy whatsoever. NasD may be able to poke a little bit, but I mean, yeah, this is going to work out so well for him. Almost catches him on the ramp even. But as we see, metabolic boost a little bit faster than a Reaper, so it will go down. That's a lot of lings for him to worry about. Now, he may end up having to cancel his natural base, which totally sucks as a Terran player, but is going to be a necessity because he can't lift it off. There's no way he finishes this. One Reaper will not defend this many lings. So just kill the SCV, then slowly chip away at the command center. Mission accomplished. There we go, puts on top of the SCV. Reaper's got to be so careful. Yes, he can jump up the cliff, but I mean, if he gets surrounded by lings, then that's a huge portion of his defense gone. Because these Marines are not going to be pushing out anytime soon. They're going to try to, but those Marines are going to die. He's trying to not cancel the command center basically right now, but he's going to have to. If not, he's going to be killed. Great catch there out of TEHREDBANDIT. Good cancel by NasD. Limits the losses here. Going to take a couple of Marine losses and another SCV by the looks of it. Those lings definitely getting their money's worth. Especially with 4 of them living for another day, another round to come back. So good start here for TEHREDBANDIT. Really unfortunate for NasD. Again, it's not so much about like him playing greedy in general, but like to do the low ground command center on this map against a player who just did early ling aggression against you, it's the 2 bridges that make this problematic. You have to do a lot to wall this off, and he didn't invest anything for that whatsoever. So TEHREDBANDIT is honestly going to be able to keep just making lings for a little bit and control the first part of this game. Not securing a natural base is going to get really rough for NasD, but TEHREDBANDIT can't break through this anytime soon. He doesn't have banelings. There's 4 more barracks coming down behind this. He's got a fire bat even. So as far as a direct fight up a ramp goes, is suicide for TEHREDBANDIT. But he doesn't need to take a direct fight up the ramp. All he needs to do is camp this. Make sure that this base doesn't get up anytime soon. The longer he's on 2 bases and his opponent's on 1, the further he extends his reach in this game. Now it's worth noting TEHREDBANDIT's still behind on workers. He's not at a bad amount of workers, because again, I want to remind you all, you don't need 16 per base. This is Starbow. You get more mineral income per patch. You actually get worse the more you oversaturate this. But by having what is just going to be what I can only describe as too many Zerglings, as long as he controls his units correctly, Red Bandit, there's no way he's in danger here. He'll just hold the natural base for a while. In fact, the Baneling Nest is going to be on the way, so he may even just bust through this eventually at some point. But it's 24 Lings, 2 Firebats, 7 Marines. This is not the scariest force in the world. A fight on the bridge is the only place NasD can really fight. But as he moves off the bridge, Lings will come in from behind. His army's giving chase, but doesn't see what's coming from behind. Rather than pincering this, he chooses to run past. I guess hoping that the depots were down, maybe, but not wanting to yield up the control of the natural base. He's going to catch some Marines here. Desperately trying to stay alive. Gets 1, 2, 4, 5 go down. A medic 2. Great kills there out of Red Bandits. NasD, of course, has a lot of Firebats. This is what makes it so scary. And they got Stim too. He's in fact producing 6 Firebats at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, where are the Mutalisks when you need them, right? Firebats, Hellbats, it doesn't matter what type of bat they are, though. If they get surrounded, they're in for some trouble. Stim some more across the map. Marines are what tore down the Spinecrawlers last time. It wasn't the Firebats. If he gets some more Spinecrawlers down, he holds this no problem. But if he continues to invest purely in Lings, this could be problematic. Again, there's 6 more Firebats coming behind us, not just the 2 that are here initially. And the damage they deal while stimmed is tremendous. No Hydralisks available, no ranged units, a Queen with an Enrage, and 1 single Spinecrawler. This is going to be rough to hold. And of course, this is their tournament lives on the line, guys. There's no loser's bracket. Whoever's out at this point is gone for good. And it looks like, oh, despite me saying there was no Hydralisk, and he will be investing in it this game. You know, a lurker here would be insanely sick for holding this. But Queen's double enraged into this. We see enraged Queens do a lot of freaking damage. Helmet's still going to be on top of this. We see fire blazing left and right. The Queens go down. The Lings are gone. Can 2 Spinecrawlers keep Red Bandit alive is going to be the big question. Drones are pulled out of desperation. We got 12 more Lings on the way. And it looks like these Spinecrawlers will keep him alive for another moment. Now, whether the Lings and the Hydralisk can keep him in this game is going to be another question. You can't keep pulling drones into this. And it looks like, actually, he'll clean this up. He'll hold for another day. I'm not sure where these units were going. What? Okay, well, in full retreat, NasD, now on the left side of the map, has got a lot to work with, but does he have a dropship on the way? Did I miss that in production? I don't think so. No, there's not even a starport down. Not even a factory down for that sake. So, I'm not sure what he's... Like, if he had a medevac, or, sorry, not medevac, a dropship, he elevators up the cliff, right? Easy peasy. But there's Spinecrawlers down. There's Banelings. We have a Lurker Den actually being morphed for the first time today out of this Zerg player. But Marines poised out here to fight. Nothing that a Terran player has. You need tanks. Without tanks, you don't break Lurkers very easily. But the Lurkers are so far away is the problem. I don't know if the Banelings will hold this. They do not have centrifugal hooks. They do not have speed upgrades. And this looks very reminiscent of game number 1. The only difference is there's a couple Hydralisks added into the mix. Spinecrawler gets sniped off immediately. He's putting down 2 more. He's putting down 3 more, but he needs like 4 or 5 if he wants to stay in this. NasD with the SCV pull. I didn't even see that coming, but choo-choo, mother flippers! He's gonna get in here with the SCVs, try to soak those Baneling hits is kind of the goal. He'll get 1, he'll get 3, he'll get 5! All the Banelings are gone at this point. 5 brand new ones hatched, but it's not gonna matter. The Marines are left unscathed, and if there was a way for Red Bandit to stay in this game, he would win, as he just killed every single worker of NasD. This is as all in as it gets. Spinecrawlers are gonna actually just be walked right past. Lurker Den is, oh god. Oh my god, if he builds 2 Lurkers and he puts them on this ramp, he wins the game! Can he build these Lurkers in time? Just 2 drones need to escape. He can't build a single worker if one of these units alive. Oh no. Oh my god. Red Bandit just won this game. Red Bandit just won this game! There's no way for him to detect anything. Well, actually, hang on. He's got an orbital. Okay, hold the phone. He didn't just win this game. There's going to be detection available. I got too excited. There's going to be scans. But at this point, trying to scan and run into Spinecrawlers, scan and run into Lurkers is not going to be easy. A new Hydralisk Den is made and more Lurkers are going to be necessary. But if that layer falls too fast, he won't be able to make a Lurker Den. NasD's going to focus this down. It's a race against clock. Because as soon as you start making it, it's good to go. And it looks like the lurker den should be able to get created. So he should be okay. With enough lurkers, though, he straight up wins this game. He doesn't know that NasD pulled every single SCV. He knows NasD pulled a lot of SCVs, but he's got to play this safe because he doesn't know that there's literally nothing else. There will not be a single other unit made this game. You cannot call mules down. You do not get free SCVs. He has lost everything. This is 100%, well, 90% plus 4 of these guys are everything that NasD has available. One Ling's trying to chip away in the ultimate base trade scenario. But of course, we know that's not really a base trade scenario. Lurker is on the way. More Hydralisks are being made. These Spineclers are so incredibly low on health. But no, this is gonna be rough. Lurkers have a lot of range on them too, which is what makes this even scarier. Yes, he's scanning for this, but it's not gonna be easy to move into it is the problem. Again, without siege tank cover, this gets very precarious. Hydra's going to try and add into the mix. Those Spineclers take out those first units coming down the ramp now, filtering through the line for some splash damage. Ladies and gentlemen, that lurker will live and this army will get shredded to bits. Good game. Well played is called. Good luck in the finals. Some manners coming out of NasD as he tags out of this game. Well played by Red Bandits.